So my name is Tan Shen Ting. You also can call me ST. So my student ID is 202209030009. So this is my friend Hersin. So now she is going to start the introduction of the SWOT analysis of Apple Inc.
Hello, my name is Hersin. So welcome to our presentation on the SWOT analysis of a multinational company. Today our group has chosen to focus on one of the most influential companies in the world called Apple Inc. Apple Inc. is not just a tech company, it is a global leader in innovation, design, and customer loyalty. Founded in 1976 by Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne, Apple has grown from a small garage startup to a trillion-dollar enterprise revolutionizing industries with its groundbreaking products like the iPhone, iPad, Mac, and Apple Watch. With a strong brand identity and a loyal customer base, Apple has consistently maintained its position at the forefront of the technological sector. In this presentation, we will conduct a comprehensive SWOT analysis to explore the key factors that contribute to Apple's success, as well as the challenges it faces in a highly competitive market. Our analysis will cover four main areas: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So let's dive in and begin our SWOT analysis of Apple Inc. starting with the company's strengths. So Apple Inc. is widely recognized as one of the most valuable and influential technology companies in the world, and much of its success can be attributed to several key strengths. First, let's talk about Apple's brand power. Apple is one of the most valuable and recognizable brands globally, consistently ranking at the top of brand values list. This brand power is not just about the logo, it's also about the brand represents innovations, quality, and a premium experience. The strength of Apple's brand is evident in the loyalty of its customers, many of whom are willing to pay a premium for Apple products, knowing they are getting a top-tier product. This brand loyalty ensures that Apple retains customers over the long term, providing a significant competitive advantage in the crowded tech market. Next, let's discuss Apple's innovation. Apple has a long history of innovation, revolutionizing the tech industry with products like the iPhone, iPad, and MacBook. These products didn't just enter the market, they redefined it. The iPhone, for example, set the standard for smartphones and has been a major revenue driver for the company. Apple's commitment to innovation is supported by substantial investments in research and development, which ensures they remain at the forefront of technological advancements. This constant innovation not only attracts new customers but also keeps existing ones coming back for the latest products. Now, another strength we must also consider is Apple's integrated ecosystem. One of Apple's most significant strengths is its ability to create a seamless and integrated ecosystem of products and services. Whether it's the way your iPhone, Mac, Apple Watch, and AirPods all work together, or how services like iCloud, Apple Music, and the Apple Store are integrated into the user experience, Apple has created a closed-loop system that enhances user convenience and satisfaction. This ecosystem not only boosts customer loyalty but also makes it harder for users to switch to competitors, as they will lose the seamless experience that Apple ecosystem provides. The last strength of Apple is its robust financial performance. Apple is one of the most profitable companies in the world with substantial revenue and profit margins. This financial strength not only allows Apple to invest heavily in research and development but also provides a buffer against economic downturns. For instance, Apple's cash reserves are so significant that the company can afford to buy back its stocks, distribute dividends, and still have ample funds for strategic acquisitions. This financial stability is a major competitive advantage, enabling Apple to outstand competitors on innovation and marketing, further solidifying its market position. While Apple is undoubtedly a leader in the tech industry, it is not without its weaknesses, and understanding that this is crucial for a balanced perspective. One of Apple's most notable weaknesses is its over-reliance on the iPhone. The iPhone has been a massive success for Apple, accounting for a significant portion of the company's revenue, over 50% in fact. While this shows how important the iPhone is to Apple's bottom line, it also exposes a risk of significant vulnerability. And if iPhone sales were to decline due to market saturation, increased competition, or changing consumer preferences, it could have a substantial impact on Apple's overall financial performance. This dependency on a single product line is a risk that Apple needs to manage carefully. Now, another weakness is Apple's premium pricing strategy. While Apple's products are known for their quality and innovation, they also come with a hefty price tag. This premium pricing limits Apple's market share, particularly in price-sensitive regions like Asia and Africa, where consumers might opt for more affordable alternatives. In these regions, competitors like Samsung and Xiaomi, which offer high-quality products but at lower prices, can capture market segments that Apple struggles to reach. This pricing strategy could hinder Apple's ability to grow its customer base in emerging markets. Now, the third weakness is Apple's limited product range, which is also a major potential weakness. Compared to some of its competitors, Apple has a relatively narrow product lineup. While this focus allows Apple to concentrate on quality and innovation, it also means that the company is missing out on potential revenue streams. Competitors like Samsung, which offer a broad range of products across different price points, they can appeal to a wider audience. While also additionally having a limited product range makes Apple more vulnerable to market changes. If one of its key products underperforms, there are also fewer other products to pick up the slack. Lastly, the critical weakness of Apple is its reliance on a complex global supply chain, particularly its dependence on suppliers in specific regions like China. This dependence makes Apple vulnerable to supply chain disruptions caused by geopolitical tensions, pandemics, or natural disasters. For instance, we have the COVID-19 pandemic, which significantly impacted Apple's production capabilities due to factory shutdowns in China. This reliance on a few key suppliers for essential components such as semiconductors poses a risk to Apple's ability to maintain production and meet consumer demand. That's it from me. Thank you for listening.
Okay, so just now my friend Hersin have done with the S and W, that is strength and weaknesses. So now let's go to the O, so that is opportunities. So now let's move to the opportunities that Apple can explore. So there are huge potential for growth in markets like India and Brazil. So by offering these more affordable product or payment plans, so Apple can tap into these emerging markets and increasing the global market share. So Apple service like Apple Music, Apple TV Plus, and iClouds are becoming more increasingly important to its business. So like for example, Apple Music is now one of the most leading music streaming service, and expanding this service can provide a steady source for recurring revenue. So Apple has the opportunity to innovate these new areas like AR and VR. So let's imagine that we have an Apple brand VR headset that integrates with your iPhone or MacBook. So sometimes offering a new dimension to gaming and productivity. So as consumer becoming more environmental conscious, so Apple efforts to use recycled materials and reduce its carbon footprint that can strengthen its brand and appeal to these customers. Okay, so we have done the S, W, and O. So last we're going to move on to T, that is threats. Okay, so now let's dive into more on threats that Apple faces. Okay, so Apple operates in a highly competitive markets. So companies like Samsung, Google, and Huawei are constantly release new products that challenge Apple dominance. So for instance, Samsung Galaxy line for smartphone is direct competitors to the iPhone. So in developed markets, almost everyone who wants a smartphone already has one, so making it harder for Apple to grow its iPhone sales. So this market saturation is pose a challenge to Apple growth. So Apple is under increasing the security from the regulators around the world. So issues like antitrust investigation and privacy concern that can lead to legal challenge and potential fines. So for example, Apple has faced legal battles over its Apple Store's policies, which some argues are anti-competitive. So as we saw during the COVID-19 pandemic, so global supply chain are interrupted. So if something like natural disaster or political conflict that affects Apple supplier, so this might could lead to a production delay or supply shortage. Okay, so our last slide is conclusion. So in conclusion, Apple SWOT analysis revealed a company with strong brand loyalty, innovative product, and significant growth. So, but it also faced challenges such as high product price, dependence on iPhone sales, and intense competitors. So by leveraging its strength and addressing its weaknesses, so Apple can continue to thrive in a highly competitive tech industry. So last slide is our reference. That's the place that we get the info of the Apple SWOT analysis. So that will be it for our presentation. So thank you for listening.